Morning, guys. Day 170.
Summit day.
It's about 4:45 in the morning. We're making some coffee. Matthew's gonna go get the bear bag, and we will start packing up.
Back to Purdue.
Okay, we are packed up. It is 6:11, and we're getting ready to start our 2-mile road walk to Katahdin Stream Campground, where we will leave the majority of the stuff in our packs. We're gonna slack pack up. We have just dropped all our stuff off at the Katahdin Stream Ranger Station, and we are getting ready to get back out on the AT. It's about 7. We'll do one last stop at the Privy and get started. The ranger came by last night to let us know that it is going to be very cold today on top of the mountain. The high today is 52 with 35-mile-per-hour winds. She said that it will feel like it's freezing up there. So yeah, it's gonna be cold. It's cold right now. All right, the Hunt Trail, it takes us to the top.
We're at 1,070.
All the way up.
Springer Mountain, Georgia, going forever wild.
Okay, we are on trail. You hear like the first mile is pretty cruisy, and then it gets very technical. So I think I mentioned that we've been kind of camping with Yahtzee and Aloha for a while through the 100-mile wilderness, and they have a pretty cool story. Prior to hiking the AT, they were planning their wedding, and they were doing the guest list and getting very overwhelmed. And so Aloha said, what if we just forget about doing a wedding? We take the money and we hike the AT. And so that's what they did. So today they are exchanging their vows on top of Katahdin. So cool.
Okay, so we're about a mile in now, and we're starting to hit these large boulders on the way up. So kind of a gradual climb, but climb nonetheless. Getting pretty windy up here. We're about tree line, and the wind gusts are steady, 38 miles an hour. Ways to go still, but I didn't think we were going to pass that spot, but making it happen. Oh goodness, these breathtaking, but holy cow, is it windy up here. So a ways to go. My wife is a beast. She is a beast. Hollywood's coming up. We've been walking this boulder trail along this bridge for over a mile now.
How's it going? Finish this off. What's good stuff?
We're just gonna touch it real
Oh, you're a beast, you're a beast.
trail, and it looks like it goes just straight down the mountain.
We're working our way down A-Ball Trail. This side of the mountain, A-Ball Trail, is a lot steeper, but as you can better hear me, we have protection from the wind with the mountain on this side of the mountain, but that's where we're going, straight down. That's not straight out in front of me. That's out in front of me. Trail. Here we go. Okay, we got about a mile and a half left until we get down to the A-Ball campground. And Sunshine and I were just saying how thankful we are that we decided to go down A-Ball Trail. A lot of people had mixed thoughts and messages about it. Everybody was fearing because it was steeper at the top once you start your descent. but it has a shorter period before the tree line, which is ultimately why we initially chose it. But looking at the wind direction, the added bonus was we had protection from the wind as well. But looking at the trail below tree line, I mean, this is nice. This is a nice gradual downhill. Got some steps.
What?
Woohoo! We have a field full of thru hikers.
We did it. No longer attempting.
We'll get you all checked in.
Okay.
Yeah, tactical stuff. Oh, I always got that too.
Hey guys, it is summit day +1. We did not do a video last night. We were still just kind of processing the day. Yesterday, I think when we set out, none of us had any idea what was in store for us. And unfortunately, a lot of it we were not able to get on video. And some of it that we did, you can't hear us anyways over the wind. But yeah, it started out great.
Yeah, we knew the weather report already. I mean, we felt that our 6-day 100-mile wilderness plan brought us to a clear sunny day, which it was. We knew that winds were going to be around 30 to 35 miles an hour, which are still very manageable. This is at the peak because we were watching peak weather. Highs were supposed to be like 49 at the peak, which we were dressed for. But when we got above tree line, we were not expecting gale force winds. I mean, that was just insane.
We got to a point and there was kind of like this backlog of hikers and people kind of turning back and coming back down. Yeah. And we ran into some friends, Yard Sale and Turtle Toes, and they said that they had just tried to go up past where we were and that the winds were like 70 to 80 miles per hour.
And the point where those winds were felt is where the trail became technical.
Right.
With the rebar, the hand over hand climbing, and we haven't done this before, so nobody knows what was beyond that point. You know, normal trail, you're walking forward. On a technical ridge line, you don't know what's ahead of you. Yeah. And so then it was just kind of, we stopped, came back down.
Yeah, we tried to go up.
And
then as soon as we felt the winds, we were like, okay, we need to pause and think this through. So we came back down.
Yeah. And
go ahead.
We kind of all huddled together and just stuck around for about 30 minutes to see if, what the wind was going to do. We kind of all collectively got together and then more rationally processed, all right, the winds are strong. It's not going to blow you off the mountain. The worst it's going to do is kind of blow you into the mountain or off to the side. And so after we got our wits about ourselves, we decided to make another attempt.
Yeah. There was a period, though, where I was just like, oh, my gosh. I just sitting there with my head in my hands like, is this happening?
And it was at the point where you're over halfway up. And it's summit day, and it's the process to get there, to get camping, to get a pass. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Yeah. So,
but I was just thinking to myself, God did not bring us all the way here for this to end this way. Right. So he's going to get us to the top.
Right.
But it was very scary for me. But we pushed on.
Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah. And honestly, I found the technical part while we were in the boulders was not, I mean, it was scary, but it was not as bad as when we got to the ridge line.
With the wind, you mean?
Yes. Yeah. So once you finally get all the way up, all through all these boulders, then you have like a 1.6 mile ridge walk. And in my mind, anytime I pictured our summit day, I pictured that ridge walk and just kind of that being like a time of reflection, because you can see the sign in the distance, and just kind of, walking that 1.6 and reflecting. And it took all the energy I had to stay upright that 1.6 miles.
Yeah, you're trying to walk through it, and when you step, the wind pushes you and forces your step somewhere where it wasn't intended, and it just kind of throws you off balance and you end up falling. But
yeah, it was very intense. At one point, I remember Matthew saying we have 0.4 to go, and at that point I was about to the point where it was like the worst section, where I felt like I was gonna have to get down on my hands and knees and start crawling, and kind of just felt ill because I hadn't really drank any water, hadn't eaten anything, because it was just, we gotta go. So it was not the summit day that I think we had pictured in our minds. When we finally got there, I felt like I was in just like
a trance almost.
I'm just kind of like, because all I kept thinking is, we still have to get down, and that's, another 3-4 hour ordeal to get off this mountain. So it wasn't until we really got off of it that we were able to kind of start processing the accomplishment of it all.
Yeah, thankfully we took A-Ball Trail down, and the mountain blocked the wind, so we got protection from the wind.
Yeah.
And it was such the right decision. So.
Going down was so much better than we thought it was going to be, but we didn't know that at the top, and so it was kind of still like just weighing on me up there, like we've got to get off this mountain. And I mean, I think we got up there, Blue beat us up. He had fallen, had blood like all down his leg. I think he had like bruised up some ribs trying to get up. Hollywood fell. I fell a couple times. You got knocked fallen, but knocked down.
You have to kind of catch yourself, or otherwise you are going to fall.
Yeah, so I mean, we felt like we had just come out of battle when we got off the mountain. But I mean, it's pretty fitting way to end our hike. It was one last, hey, you're gonna have to work for it.
Yeah, it wasn't easy, that's for sure.
It wasn't easy.
Yeah. I think on a nice clear day, the hike up, I mean, the views were amazing.
Oh, they were amazing.
And it's not a difficult climb. It's nothing you haven't done before. There's nothing scary about it. You're not going to fall anywhere. It's just...
It was just the weather.
The final push, yeah.
When we got down, Matthew went into the ranger station to see like if they clocked the wind, and they don't have anything up there. But the ranger actually was gonna go up. She got up basically, I think,
the same point to where we were,
and she
just
turned
about tree
back
line,
and went back.
Yeah,
and there was a lot of people that turned around. A lot of day hikers were turning around, which was another reason why we were kind of starting. But I think all the through hikers pushed through, because we're like, okay, we just have to do this. But yeah, so we're done. That's a wrap.
Yeah, we'll probably do one more video to kind of reflect upon the entire AT, but certainly we want to thank so many folks out there, friends and family, everyone who's watched us and supported us. We know that God's grace provides purpose, and there's so many times throughout this through hike where someone or a comment was done and said at the right time that allowed us to have the continued commitment to finish, because so many times I was like, this can all go away. We can go home, just kind of relax. But
yesterday before we left camp and I was drinking my coffee, I just got really emotional. Just kind of tears were coming, and as I just thought, I'm gonna get emotional again, but just all the people that God placed at the right time for us.
Iceman. He was kind of the first one who kind of came in our lives. It was
our Tramley.
Tramley,
Bright
Friends
Side,
family,
and Galaxy, and Stitch, and
Lightning, Blue, Hollywood.
Yeah, and then our Camino family came in at the right time when we needed I mean, God's perfect timing. Every person, the trail angels, the trail magic, just
John and Jane.
Yeah.
I mean, so
Yeah.
many people.
so we're just so thankful to you guys.
Yeah.
So
It's over.
all right,
We crushed it.
We did. We're gonna go have breakfast one last time with.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go.
we're gonna sign off and we'll probably do one more video. I mean, if you want more information about gear,
Anything, yeah,
send
us
us a
know.
comment. And we're probably not going to do a gear layout review. We can tell you what we had. Every gear is going to be different for everyone. We changed out gear so many times. We've thrown some stuff away, put some stuff in a hiker box already. But feel free to reach out. We'll give you a call if you want to kind of talk to us and have more personal questions. And we can share feedback and recommendations. But at the end of the day, everyone kind of hikes their own hike. Everyone has their own gear that's suitable for him or her. And so by the time you decide to do it, there's probably going to be better, more updated gear out there. So anyways.
I will try to, and I'm not sure when I'll do it, when I'll be able to do it because I'm not good at this stuff, but put our spreadsheet with our mileage plan just for anybody that's interested every night where we stayed. Just that might be helpful. So we'll do that. But yeah. Hi guys.
We're signing off.
This is making me more sad than somebody. All right, guys.
Thanks for everything.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.